Hi, and welcome to your restorative or bedtime yoga class. The benefit of having a weekly restorative practice is that it helps your body to open up and to relax into the positions. Spending a little bit more time in the poses and relaxing into them will help to open up the energy channels and help you to relax into the pose so that when you do it in your normal practice, you'll feel more open and you can flow with more ease in and out of those poses. Your body won't be holding as much tension. One of the benefits of doing a practice right before bed is that you release all the tension in your body so that when you sleep, you're more relaxed. So the sleep is often less interrupted or disturbed. And then because you stretch out all the tension that you've been holding in your body, your nervous system's been holding before you go to bed, you wake up feeling more refreshed, and it can just get you on a good pattern of being more mobile. So I highly recommend this to have in your weekly routine for those reasons, and also because it gives you time to recover. If you're always jamming and pushing your body really hard, it won't have any time to recover and it won't come back as strong. So let's begin today's practice lying down on the back, and we're going to do some kind of fluid movements to mobilize and warm up, and then we'll get into some deep stretches. So the first thing that we're going to do is lie down with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. This is Ardha Savasana, and the palms open at your side. And just let your body relax. And start to check in with your breath. Slow breathing in and out through your nose. See if you can slow it down so that you're breathing out for 5 counts and in for 5 counts. And take your arms out to the side like goalpost arms as you open your eyes, and take your feet the width of your mat. Internally rotate your left arm and let your left knee drop over to your right big toe as you externally rotate your right arm and let your right knee fall out to the side. Look to your left. Come back to center and change sides. Inhale to center. Exhale to change sides. Inhale to center. Exhale to change sides. Come back to center. Gently hug your left knee into your chest as you slide your right leg out along the floor. Stretch your left arm up and reach it over. Change legs, slide the right heel in as you slide the left leg out. Reach the right arm over. Change sides. And change sides. Then bring your legs into Baddha Konasana. And if your groins are kind of tight, you can support your legs so that they're not just hanging out to the side, and that will actually help your groins to release a little bit better. Groins and your adductors. Then take your arms up, interlock your hands, and slowly reach the arms back as you breathe down towards your pelvis. And you can take the arms forward and back with your breath. Exhale to bring the arms back up. And inhale to let the arms stretch back. Then bring your knuckles to your temples. And as you exhale, draw the elbows in towards each other. And as you inhale, open up the elbows wide. Exhale, draw elbows in, let the scapula spread on the back, expand the upper back. As you inhale, open up wide. One more time, exhale, draw in. Inhale, open up. Then let the arms hang in cactus position at the side. Bring the knees together. Bring the elbows in and roll yourself up to seated. Come onto your hands and your knees for some bovine feline articulations, cat-cow. Inhale into extension, let your belly drop, upper back drop in, take the neck into a back bend, and then round to your lower back. Middle, upper back, and neck. 2 more. Come into neutral. Now if your hips are on the tighter side and lunging and stepping through, etc. is difficult for you, you can place blocks underneath your hands, and that will take you less into flexion, so it'll allow a little bit more opening. You can even turn the blocks up higher or even use a chair. But we're going to start with the left foot out to the side, out to the outside of the left hand, so the hands go to the inside. And as you ground into your heel, slide your left arm behind your right and open up across the back of your left shoulder, upper back. And then reach down to your right knee and right shin. As you inhale, take your left arm up. Then bring your left hand down. Let's rock forward into the lunge. And then stretch the hips back. Rock forward into the lunge. Stretch hips back. Rock forward into the lunge. And then curl your back toes, lift your back knee up. Imagine your back heel is against the wall, and as you reach the foot into the wall, elongate through your spine here. Open up across your collarbones. Stretch back into child's pose. Change sides. Bring your right foot up to the outside of your hand. Stretch your right hand behind your left, thread through. Inhale, twist open. Then bring your hand down and lean forward into the lunge and stretch back. Forward into the lunge. Stretch back. Come forward into the lunge and curl your back toes. Lift the back knee up. Lift your back heel up over your foot like you're pressing your foot into your heel into a wall. Lift up on the back thigh, and as you reach your tailbone back towards your back heel and lengthen to your spine, let your collarbone start to open up. And stretch back into child's pose. Then from child's pose, slide your left knee forward, and we'll come into a modified version of pigeon / up dog. So you just have a knee up by your hands as you're stretching. If you're not feeling much stretch here, you could also just do the pigeon pose where the front leg is externally rotated. You're going into the stretch in the outer hip. But this one will help to open up the hip flexors if there's a lot of tension there for your up dog. Change sides. Stretch back. Then come to a seated position. Sit with your legs stretched out wide apart. Then bring your left heel in towards your pubic bone and turn to face your right leg. Let your right femur drop down and sit up tall, or if you have the flexibility to, start to lean out over your leg. See how far you can go with the flat back. And if you're not feeling much stretch, you can go into forward flexion and lengthen all the way out over the leg. But if it's real difficult just to lean forward a bit with the flat back, then I'm just going to recommend that you hang out there for 5 breaths. And come back up and change sides. Bring the right heel in, turn to face your left leg. And either sit up tall or start to lean out towards your leg. Come back up, take both legs wide apart, and start to tip forward any amount. You can go elbows to ground, you can hook your big toes. You could rest your head on a chair or on a couple blocks. Then come back up and sweep your feet over to the left as you twist to your right. Change sides. Feet to the right as you twist to your left. Come back to center. And then you're going to need a strap or a towel for this next stretch. Lie down onto your back with your right leg straight up. Reach through the left foot like it's pressed against the wall, so the knee is pointing up, the toes are pointing up. Then take both sides of the strap over into the left hand and bring it over to the left so it lines up with your shoulder as you open your right arm out to the side. As you let your right hip drop down and away from you, bring your foot closer towards your shoulder until you feel a stretch. Bring your leg back to center. Then release and cross your right ankle over your left knee. Gently hug your left knee into your chest. Release and change sides. Take your left leg up. Make sure that your right toes are pointing up with the knee pointing up as you reach through all four corners of the right foot. Let your left femur drop down and away from you. Then take both sides of the strap into the right hand as you guide the leg over to the right. Drop the left hip crease down and away from you as you bring the foot closer towards your right shoulder. Make sure you can relax into your stretch. So don't jam too far to where your body's creating more tension. Go to the place where it feels like you can release into the stretch. Later, Ollie. Bring your leg to center and cross your ankle over your knee. Gently hug in. Stretch your legs out for Savasana, corpse pose. Now you could just take a regular corpse pose, or if you want to get a deeper hamstring stretch, you can lie down with legs up the wall and the hips about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. Perfect. I'm going to do that one. Make sure that it feels like your thighs can drop down in a way that you're not sitting so close to where you're straining. Gently bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And press yourself up to seated. So just notice the difference after restorative practice, how your body feels. Thank you. Namaste. If it feels like it's something that you need to be adding regularly, then I don't blame you. This type of practice has really helped me to relax into my practice more. So it isn't, so I'm not jamming myself into poses. I can feel where my end is because I know from doing the restorative practice. And that idea of backing off a little has been very helpful for me. So let me know if you found it helpful as well. See you later. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me for class today. If you're someone looking to deepen or advance your yoga practice, then I'm going to recommend that you try the Conscious Movement Community. The Conscious Movement Community, or the CMC, is a course that I put together for people like yourself who are interested in deepening their practice. So it'll meet you at whatever level you're at in your practice and help you to advance. In addition to that, I post exclusive weekly videos that are a little longer, a little stronger, and I introduce a little more variety with poses and more advanced poses that you'll be able to do through doing the course. Also, I have all my exclusive courses over there, including the arm balance course, the handstand course, the chakra course. I'm always posting new courses. If you want to try it out, you can do it right now for 2 weeks free. So you can click the link right below or in the description to give it a shot. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.